off kilter.
Okay, T1 on defense, G2 on attack. Again, I'm not even sure if I've seen a game where G2 have got like more than 5 rounds on attack with this comp.
Take space off the back of it.
I haven't seen the Haven too much. It has struggles.
Go for a check. Oh,
just shock as well.
It just struggles to sight here, basically.
For extending a bit there, perhaps. Yeah, stealth drone. Getting a cash
like getting through the chokes is hard.
Share that damage down to 33. Sylvan set here behind the box.
But when you get free access to just send it up through the chokes, then you're gonna have an easy time.
Now a 2v4.
Spike planted.
Buzz swinging around. Does he read this angle? Classic could devastate, but he spots him out.
Yeah, nice on this.
Find the kill. A tap there on a balance, taking him down. So very low, just to a sliver. Can't quite confirm it now. Everything to do here for Buzz. No flashes, just a gate crash.
That is rough timing. Rough timing on this one. 2-1 pistols for G2. And T1 need to hold them in the choke point more. I think they're going to prioritize corner and probably the person has to swing on site here. If they play like this, like they're playing against the Jet comp, they're going to lose.
That slows up Izu, so he's not able to get involved in that firefight either. Tries to wait it out, can't do much. Buzz a little bit unfortunate with the timing with the gate crash, but another great start here for G2. And pistol rounds so devastating to give over to G2. Not just because of the way it plays out in the economy and in the map and everything like that, but because they're so good at converting bonuses.
Going for a reposition, gets himself back flat.
Yeah, not going to be forcing too much on this eco.
Think out there. Not a deep gate crash here. It's actually one bit more defensive setup for Jaw. Be back around the corner, out to safety.
They're super concerned about some kind of lurk coming through. You already have Leaf checking for the long A push, for the mid push.
Yeah, at one point they're going to have to commit, and the problem for G2 is they use their drone.
Be patient enough.
So you would kind of like to see Leaf take some risks at one point, but honestly, the fact that that got broken gives you all the info you need to know.
Still going to be heavily relying on Izu to try to stem this flood into the site. The push forward, and
yeah, Juggernaut's just on top of every angle here.
With ease. Leaf on the reposition. Hearing the footsteps coming his way, and Stax is not prepared for it. Well, I was hoping that somebody's going to come pushing forward, and Leaf is just piloting this absolutely gorgeously.
Yeah, he's actually owned him in terms of it. It's kind of sick, though.
Losing track for a brief moment, but still has a very strong suspicion.
He's like, surely not. Dude, it's sick watching the brain go. That was nice. Just saw him as he went around the corner here, so. Okay, this is very, very nice. They took one bullet, that is it.
Start off T1's pick of Haven with a flawless anti-eco.
I mean, again, it's just the antis. The reads here for G2 are so good. Now, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure Sylvan got spammed through a smoke. Trying to come in to bail out Izu, but nothing doing, and just a lead. He has been brilliant this tournament. He was brilliant on map 1. 21 kills for him on Lotus. And is doing circles around T1 to start here on Haven. T1 gets guns in hands, but after that flawless, G2 gonna have some fearsome firepower.
Yeah, we would love to see something from E1.
Leaf with that Phantom.
Like how they want to play against this. They can definitely disrespect the Fawns there. We've seen them do it before.
Trying to call for some reinforcements, and it is going to be another mid push out here for T1. Meteor going to try to get on these flanks early, but there is that Vice wall to slow him up.
Yeah, and the Fawns go in, so they can't flood, but 2 of them beat it, so they managed to get 3 in sight. Do they actually hold the choke properly, or are they playing like they're playing against Jet again? I'm so worried with how they're playing. Wait, nicely done from Buzz.
Quickly takes down Jogamo. The damage, though, already quite palpable here. Jonah P still has an opportunity to deal more, if not clutch out this round.
Buzz just going to plant his feet
Already
by
a
the
good
spike.
bonus? Oh, for sure.
Send out a gate crash
And
just
it's
in case.
still
He
pretty
can't compete.
winnable.
Initial duel.
And if I'm G2, I'm looking at how they're like
Waits
holding
there.
this.
The swing.
And
He's
I'm
gonna be taken
feeling
down.
confident that we can just hit from A long.
27 seconds. Izu repositioning. Fault line. Not quite getting him. Jonah P trying to play every single angle. Izu just going to be tucked into the corner. A singular flash.
Timing is wild here. Okay, nicely done from Izu. I think G2 gained a lot from this though. First of all, they forced him to rebuy 4 guns and armors. The second, I'm pretty sure
It's just a brutal combo though.
they're gonna talk about how the fact they could just walk up long.
Even get one. Quite frankly, here Buzz thinks he's got the kill. Has to swing back, but does a nice job finding 2. God, Jonah P, he has been just so brutal at times. I mean, the firepower outrageously good for G2.
Okay, Buzz has an ult to retake,
Brilliant util usage
and I
to
think
boot.
G2 are gonna
That's
do
what's got
what
them here. That's what's
I'm
got them
thinking.
through.
And just
As the
X
top
like A,
dog.
we'll see.
The team
Got
that's
Thorns
allowed to
down
pick the
there.
first
We
2
got
maps to
double
ban.
damage over towards long with the smoke to make sure that no one goes through and
Another
gets
A hit.
info. We got a
Smoke
flash in case they go aggro
Valen.
on short.
Stacks has to check over it. G2.
And
they're anticipating
Stacks,
this.
that is pure madness. Do you think he's on one of the duelists?
Gets him the advantage in the round. Try to push him out. Spots one. Hasn't necessarily read that Buzz is inching closer and closer. A flash out here from John. Swing onto the corner. Buzz will be able to collect one, but advantage
Yeah,
maintained.
and just look at
now.
Leaf.
Extrapolated upon.
God, this was their fast
His
buy
Meteor
v buy from
had no
T1. This
idea
is
about this
awful.
Lurk here from Leaf.
Oh, giving out yellow cards in the final. I think we're giving out yellow cards in the final, chat. What on earth is Stacks doing?
From Sylvan are not going to be tying things up. G2
Why has he done
looking for
that?
an early lead once more.
I mean, I think Sylvans should be considering a save at this point. Just brilliant, brilliant reads from G2. Understanding the tendencies of the T1 players. Understanding that if Stacks doesn't see anything off of that drone, he's going to want to check with his eyes, check with his gun, see if he can find a freebie. And then the attempted re-clear of space.
In the level of
Buzz
players
and Meteor,
decreased
he's
since
dealt with.
2024 champs.
Got the utility
Teams
there.
are not
Jog.
as polished as
Little backup Valen,
2024
even though
champs
Valen falls.
teams, for sure. G2 is the closest we
That's
have
it.
to that.
That's all T1 can find.
I would
Sylvans
say
can try
that
to hide in their
T1
spawn.
look on that level on certain maps.
They're very suspicious about these potential
And
positions
honestly,
here.
this is probably one of those maps.
Salvo's a check. Spike will detonate.
But
No
I
one
think
gonna be
it's
encroaching, so Sylvan will be able to hold on to this weapon.
teams are
One
pretty good
survivor,
at
but this
champs,
time
man.
Not off the back of a round win. G2 move up by 2.
Well, it feels
But
like
it's hard to say that teams are at the same level when
He's
when that's our
generally
first buy
played very
round.
passive at the beginning of these rounds.
The meta
I think
changes,
you
yeah,
need to
for
call
sure.
for
But you
some
can get
kind
to
of
like,
aggressive hit
you can
towards
see
the
that
top
you can
of
gauge
A,
the
even if
level of
G2's
where
not
they're at.
there. You need to find
And
a
like
way
even when I was doing
to
like
take a little
the
bit of
S
map
tier, A
control,
tier,
get
B
better
tier
reads,
maps, right? I only put 2 teams in S tier,
try to shut
and that was
G2 out of the
G2 on
rounds, before they can even
Pearl,
begin. It's like the
and that
desk was
was
talking about once they
DRX
get in
on
those
Abyss.
post plants,
Whereas like
were
if you look at the
immovable
old
objects
videos from
on Lotus.
Champs 2024, there were teams that were like
exploration again.
quite a few like more S tiers on
Spotting out a
maps.
couple. Rolling Thunder going to be available here.
Okay.
Jonah P. Easy
Okay.
working forward into the smoke, finds one, picks up the weapon, but now he's just going to be flushed out. John the backside.
Damn, Buzz did so much there. There's 2 of them not seen on site. It was crazy.
Weapon can be collected. As everybody else from G2 scattering. Trent, Jogamo sprinting towards that A site.
Dude, Jog is all over the place on this Yoru. He is
But chat, they
just
just
making it
didn't
so
have as
difficult
much
to
time
track
with a
what's going on.
meta.
At the beginning
It's
of
like
the round, he's at the back
it's
of C,
perfectly
and then he's
normal.
TPing back
There's
to Cubby. I
just
mean, he's
roster
just
changes.
so cagey, so smart.
Like, do I think when we get to Champs
And even
2025 it will be a higher
T1
level
has
than
plenty
Champs
of experience
2024?
playing
Yeah.
with and
It's
against
just the fact
Yorus,
that
the way
teams
Jog
had
pilots
roster
it,
changes and
quite a
maps
different
changed,
affair.
and there was
They're gonna just take 2
Teo Vice that they had to
players, send him
get on
down
board
into
with.
the sewers. Stacks still has the recon, still has the shock, but I think Trent's going to make the loop all the way back around and catch him in the back.
Isn't planted for long, but there's still so many angles that Stacks needs to check. The time continuing to whittle away. Quick peek down into sewer. A recon going to be set, but there's the salvos to buy more time. Trent here. Behind the bricks, the stun connects.
Jesus. Really, really, really nice. Okay, let's see the big fire round. Stax has enough money to get Buzz and Op, and I think Buzz is going to disrespect the vines over towards short with his Op. That would make the most sense. Try and make him use an extra bit of util behind it. Try and make him use a salvo there so the long becomes weaker.
And he's going to be TPing back to the other side. Buzz gets a couple.
Nice and cold.
I mean,
hey, the coaches are just chilling, man.
I like that we lingered.
The coaches are just chilling.
On the opposite. So we have plenty. Go ahead and see what Josh thinks. But yeah.
Come on, guys. We need a final.
Necessary for the side of T1.
If we can't just have them just
there's a reason
no stress at all.
During that interview with Autumn was asking him not about Haven, about that Abyss, because it is that third map. She knows, the players know, we know. If T1 cannot find a victory here on this Haven, and we go into that Abyss, they're going to be staring down the barrel of a potential 0-3 loss here in their first ever grand final.
No, it feels like a must-win for T1 here on Haven.
This map? Oh, it is for sure a must-win. Okay, and I think Buzz is going short to disrespect the Fawns. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But they're going to see the double damage from short, so they know that they're going aggro short. Because every time they do double damage from short, they go aggro. So do they just literally look at that and then group and just hit a site? Let's see what happens. Imagine G2 are ahead of this and salvo over towards short. I would lose my mind.
And that's a huge gamble to be
They
taking.
might. They know they have enough money for the op. You know what's coming short.
Especially if you can't win your map pick here on Haven.
Okay.
Trying to set up Buzz for the op.
Seems like G2 though. Very much ready for this.
Mind is still intact, yeah. We're all good.
A lobby position.
It was nice that they put a rifler down over towards short to break it as well.
Towards that Seward. Just pushing him off the angle for a brief little moment, then the TP out. Joins in with the rest of the players.
It wasn't the instant react that I thought, but it's a similar call from G2. They know they're going aggro. When you see this double damage from here, honestly, they normally have 2. They sometimes have 3 aggro. The thing is that T1 have set up 1 with the op, and now they have 3 here. So you would imagine they win this round, especially with Izu here.
Armageddon trying to clear. Izu, however, holding close, finding one, repositioning. Dodges out the Hunter's Fury now, coming through off the back of that Neural Theft as they frantically look for some kills. Counter spam, however, Jonah P going to be coming away with one as Izu gets taken down.
They did so much damage, though.
Buzz on a deep line outside of A lobby. Looking for the
Chill,
spot out,
Buzz.
doesn't fire. Trent able to confirm that position.
Chill, Buzz. Buzz. Oh, Buzz. You've committed pretty heavy here, my guy. Okay. I had to use the ult.
Able to react, finds Trent Valen, applying back.
Okay, teammates came to the rescue.
And now Valen sandwiched in, Shorty around the back from Buzz.
Okay, very, very nice. He honestly, he did overstep, but he had the ult to get him out of there. There was a TP over towards A, but then once he committed towards spawn and saw the guy, the TP ran out on A, so he was a little committed. This was good from T1. G2 can learn a lot from this round. They can learn a lot.
That's where they thrive. And Buzz there, under a lot of pressure, plays it nicely. They big win for T1.
Yeah, hard to repeat that. 3 ults done. Anything over towards short now? Okay. Changed up their default, now mid default. Instead of using the Fawns over towards here, insta drone, insta hit over towards B, as they know they're setting up the 1 over towards A. Yeah, this is nice. This is a good change from them. And this is what's cool about G2, is 1 round and they learn. They learn fast. Oh, had to get the plan out of there. Almost committed to it, but the damage came in. It's a great ult to retake this. Yeah, and he might have to commit.
Flashes up and over the top, able to find one, but back to the crossfire, takes him down, Valen.
Okay, it's gonna get a little bit crazy. Sylvan goes down early, but did put the smoke out, sticking. Did we not hear it, maybe? Maybe we didn't hear it. There was a lot going on, there were flashes. Really, really nice. Sylvan going down is a worrying thing, but he got the smoke off before he went down and they just stuck it. The ISO wall blocked to get half, but then...
And it's also Stax who
but then it felt like no one else spammed.
Jogamo's flash and the peek around the corner. He's going to be the one who steps up and kills him. Nice timing from him. Valen getting a couple big ones.
Really nice.
Those razor vines don't matter too much once you're already sticking it. Buzz, Stacks keeping it light. Vulnerable. Back him up a little bit, and the shot goes wide from Buzz.
Okay, money.
Swift breeze
He's
right
getting
past
low.
Giacomo.
But they've already gotten past. They're already on the other side. They're into long. 3 players were able to make their way through. Drone.
So nice watching G2 though. They still have like their own way of handling this. Remember they had a different fast B for what they want to do with ults. Also, by the way, that win from T1 was huge. This is crazy. Yeah, Sylvan's on top of that. He's inside it here before.
Reads the setup. Finds a punish as soon as that nebula goes away. As soon as that smoke goes away.
Wow!
That is a wild shot from Trent.
Buzz been so clean in this tournament with that operator overall.
Okay, there's a lot going on at the moment. Meteor fast with the flank. Stacks has all the short. If Meteor gets a kill, he gets his ult. 4 commit over towards the site. No one watching behind. Meteor might catch Giacomo as he TP's out here. Oh, no TP anymore.
Meteor out from long. Able to find another.
30 seconds left.
Wait,
Available, does he send it?
did Stacks overcommit?
The answer is going to be no. Spike not quite planted yet. Repositions once it's trying to make sure that he's not going to be punishable. G2 exploring outside of the site now. Izu hearing the footsteps. Tries to go in for a timing.
Does he try ult and just hope he gets the planter?
Does he get the
Oh my god, he did. It's so close. It's so close. Oh my god, he just got the plant. Damn, that was sick to watch. That was crazy.
Just a wall. Noise made. Jonah.
Oh man. That was awesome, dude. That was a lovely 1v2. Great shots on this. That was a sick round. That was so good.
Your big stage players to show up. T1's Meteor finally does.
Man, that was
His
awesome.
Masters finals in a row. And he's not going down quietly.
What a Red Bull clutch.
Oh my god.
Oh, saw the gun.
Sticking out. And Sylvan had the idea, but didn't even need the read. Info was provided. Good from Jonah P.
Ooh, what a shot that is.
Just a sliver of time to try to
Kind
get
of
that
moving
through,
with the
but
first
Meteor
bullet there. I feel like
also not quite believing.
maybe a little element of luck there. I'm not sure. Looked like he was aiming at the body.
Timing on Meteor's ult is milliseconds from
Dude, even he's like, wait, what did I just do, man? What have I just done? Okay, coach is getting involved. And honestly, the rounds from G2 weren't bad. Like, they made a lot of sense. It's just that T1 individually came out on top, at least on this one.
This is a lot more of the action that we've wanted to see that we didn't really get there on Lotus.
They did good. They did good with the C stack.
Now tied up here at 4-4.
Did good with the C stack. Did good with the defuse on B.
Looking to once again just course correct the last timeout call that we had from G2. It's right there, just before that round 10. That's when that 7-round streak began from half to half.
And that's something
it's close, man.
Josh
0.32
has been so good at as the coach for G2. Going back and watching this event, you look at when he takes timeouts and look at what happens after that. Look at the score lines. Generally, it's G2 going on a tear. He's so smart.
Timeout before the money gets low, and the money could still could reset here from T1. They obviously would have 2 people that could buy on top. But yeah, the timeout for this round is great. Dude, look at this. They kind of had a read that they were going to hold double garage here, right?
Sylvan sticking around, finds himself a second kill. Paranoia sent Cam.
It was weird. It was like
here on that B side Meteor.
I think they were so sure they were going to be on top of this box, and they tried to catch him out because the peak wasn't great for this.
Forward, getting aligned with the wall.
Unless it's for unless they like cam here to spot. I'm not sure.
Off angle, that's a good Nova pulse.
Concuss is here, but covering fire is as well. Sylvan will find a third, give it his life. Buy time to buy space for Izu, but through the door, Jonah P. A solid shot, but now a 1v3. The fault line set.
Yeah, very nice, man. So a lot of rounds in a row. Finally forces G2 down to an eco. 2 people get a little bit wrecked.
Yeah, I don't mind the idea here from G2.
Yeah, dude, it has to be for the camera because if you're doing this to flush someone out here, your peak would be way better.
Izu, Meteor, Sylvan, going to be some of the players you're going to have to potentially deal with in that space typically. And they love to play those off angles through those doors, hide players behind the box or behind the doors themselves. Kind of find those timings where you try to take that space and they just
5 on
rip it away from
defense.
you.
Yeah, but G2's comp normally doesn't get many on attack as well.
Buzz and
You've
that
got to remember that.
operator again,
We've got to factor that one in.
Mostly full weapons. Trent with the Guardian.
Oh no, man.
Seems like
The here we
G2 was a
go.
little bit wary
The
of
Jogamo.
what happened in that
Oh.
previous round with the eventual push out from B, but the way those tricks are set up, they're
Oh
gonna clear one
no,
of them.
man. What do
Way
we
of
have
the way
planned for
Izu
this one?
Needs to have those placed. Gives them a little bit of opportunity to take a
The
pause
good
and
news
think
is
about
for
things, slow
Jogamo
things
is he has
down. This is what
double
gave T1
TP at the
a bunch of
moment.
trouble
So when he ults, he
on
should have a
Lotus on
TP he can put
their
down.
defender side.
Very big shift, though. T1 ushering multiple players over towards that C site. Yes,
There goes
not
one
gonna
of
be
the
able to get that
TPs.
tag, Buzz not going to be able to escape. There comes the push.
Very,
He'll be able
very
to get
nice.
Himself a point-blank shot.
Yeah, and honestly, probably just going to ult over towards A site and
G2
realize that it's
far
clear.
too quick.
We're definitely going to have to
Buzz
keep an eye on the
overstaying.
push down towards C because
And now,
does he want
do
to
they have these rotations back
trigger the wall or
across
just
to
accept
reinforce
it?
the A site?
Who's next?
They set their sights elsewhere.
Okay, in reaction to that, triggers the
Still out there
wall
from
so that
Izu,
they
believe he just
have
popped
to
that
watch
vice wall.
behind, so maybe they can't.
This is a great
Fully
read, though, from
follow it
G2.
up.
They haven't heard a damn thing over here. And now Jog's going to get
Here we go, Jogamo.
info. There's only one.
They're pushing forward into the cage and wins out the fight.
Why we taking a
Down to
1v1?
85 HP as well.
Sure.
Not much.
Nice
Tells
shot.
his Meteor. Absolutely handled on that attempted flank. The 2v5, the fight, it's called off. T1 not willing to lose any more members, knowing that there's some critical ultimates just about to come through here for the side of G2.
Yeah. I
Absolutely
mean, they at least
the right
pick up
play.
the
They're
op
gonna be
for
able
the
to
next
scoop up
round.
The operator potentially as well.
Stacks.
Jogamo? No,
Not
dude,
known for his
Jogamo
offense.
never backs down.
Let's watch the cut of Jonah.
We got to give it to Jogamo. He never backs down from a
Be able
Yoru
to hold on to it.
1v1.
Looks like the remaining members
Like,
here
as
from
soon as he
G2
sees someone,
not
he's
gonna be going
in
on
for
too
it.
deep of a hunt.
Wait for the
Just wanted
Jonah
to
piece done. Not
Get the ult
today.
charge for Jonah
Just
P,
flash,
Rolling
get out
Thunder
of there.
online, because the rest of
Just
the
flash
team,
and give me the
economy, not
1v1
so
chill.
good. Going to be able to bank up a little bit coming into this next round. And just the patience again. This is what is killing T1 on this defender side sometimes. Just a great understanding.
Oh,
that
that's a
if they can get that
presses.
stealth drone, Buzz doesn't TP right away. He opts to try to clear it with the op. At that point, it's too late. It's already caught.
There was at
not able
least
to use his
salvos
util.
coming in that will maybe trade him.
They punish it.
Gets
The
that
suppress
solid
is really
interruption
fast. Yeah, it is
with
fast. I mean, he
everything
did
the
miss
kitchen
the
sink
shot
thrown
though.
at him. Another op is
But I think
afforded.
even if he went for the TP, like
do have
as
that
he
as a factor
sees
here in
it,
the round,
it
but right
would
now
still
G2
wreck him.
full
He kind of needs to
cluster
do
up
it
on
like
this
as
A
he
site.
hears it.
Potential for just a very quick send.
I like this from G2.
Get
Add in
forward
the
as well. That rolling
we're
thunder.
adding the Astra
Crash
star in
across.
now as well, like the
Escort
Astra
them in.
smoke to make sure that it's harder to break this fence. Like they
Lock
realize
down
that they're
the
setting
turn.
the op up
An
over
after
towards
shot.
here.
The forced peel back.
Oh, it's a great
Is now the
ult.
Steel Garden going to be called in. Not many safe positions.
I mean, that hit a lot.
A lot of
It
weapons
hit
gonna be
2 of
lost
them
here.
at
Now this
least.
very much in the hands
Maybe
of
even
G2,
hit
and I think it's seen the rolling
Micha.
thunder for the post plant. This round is
Yeah,
as good
okay,
as
hit
theirs.
2.
The wall there
Double
to identify
damage.
the lurk.
Stacks had
TP
no
over
shock
by
darts
Sylvan.
to stop the
Izu's
plant.
gonna try to wait it out a little
We
bit
got a
longer.
TP
Positive
over the
buy now.
wall, so it's like they need to
At
let
the
the
ready,
Omen
rolling
play
thunder.
before they trigger the wall.
Ready to go towards that B connector side.
Yeah, Omen plays, now they can push through the wall. Dude, Sylvan did great.
Draws the shorty, finds Jonah P.
Last player standing.
And now suddenly, this round has somehow gotten away from G2. Trent still alive. Looking to try to clutch it out, has been ping revealed. Quick little push and pull the wall into his face. Steadies for one, looks for Meteor, tries to take him down.
Dude,
But
imagine
the
those 2
spike
shots
defuse
here.
held there by Sylvan.
Okay, really, really nice from
Ensures
this.
that T1
Sylvan did
gets
great though.
themselves
Like the
back
2 on the
into
flank did
lead.
really, really good.
As they look for a 7-5
Meteor managed to get a
half,
kill.
G2.
That honestly, I was looking at the
An
minimap, don't know how he got
opportunity
it.
to keep things neck and neck.
Well, that's just a classic
Yeah,
flood retake
and they
here,
were
but
so
it's
sure that
the-
behind was
the
fine because
ability
the
to
wall
get
was still
past
up.
that
Dude,
wall
that's the shot.
initially. God damn,
Oh
Meteor.
my.
Unbelievable. But the way they get Sylvan past that Vice utility is what allows them to start picking apart the flanks of G2 and opens up that first kill, kind of sends them into disarray.
Yeah,
Nice read there
still
by
in for this thing
T1.
over towards short. Kind of got to put the salvos here, I feel like.
Retake, despite that steel guard.
Rifle goes here
The
again
space
to
that
try and
G2
break
needed
it.
to get into
TP
the
gets
post
taken
plant.
close.
Oh my, that's a lot
No
of
one
pings.
shot the recon yet.
caught scattering off the back of that.
This whole setting up the op over towards short thing's working out well.
The Astra dead. Just going to have to be a brute force from G2 to really try to get themselves into a winnable position to tie things up. The dimensional drift now in play here from Buzz. Meteor trying to play over.
No way.
Has other ideas.
No way. Jorgamo's been Yoru ulted. Ignores the...
Point blank. Catches a fake out. Does have a shorty as a backup. Looks for the shot. Cannot get it. It's chaos incarnate. But G2
How did that fight go on for that long? Dude, how's Jorgamo killed 2 to begin with? I'm trying to process that, and then I'm just watching a fight that should have lasted 2 seconds, but lasted like 8 seconds somehow.
G2 was in trouble. Jog just bails him out. Izu still maybe a chance, but on a 4v1 with all these crossfire positions, with the late deep lurks, he's got one.
Snapping for the first, the swing back in finds his second. The neural depth going to be sent out.
I mean, it should be impossible, but fair play, man. You made it doable. Got half.
Holds it to half. Looks
it's such a nice try. Such a nice try. Dude, Izu is insane at clutches.
And that means we are tied up at 6-6 at the half.
Well, definitely a better showing here for T1. But still,
dude, Jorgamo.
The trickery.
Oh, that insta-dink.
What a transfer from Jog. Leaf finds another lurk.
Dude,
I mean,
the Phantom resets so
like it's a
fast.
Repeating story. We're on loop. We're on a turntable that's stuck. I feel like I'm just saying the same thing.
Darkling
like
Carpet, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you,
awesome
thank you.
Things that G2 is doing. T1 able to punch back.
That they
I
are.
appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Well, let's go ahead and hear from another classic. We got 10 stand by for an interview.
และก็กลับมาอีกครั้งหนึ่งแล้วตอนนี้โอ้โหพิเศษกว่านี้ก็น่าจะยากเลยครับผม Ladies and gentlemen, with me here today is Tens. First of all, we met just now. How are you now? How was the mangoes?
It was really good. I recovered, so it's better now.
What do you do to recover?
I drank milk, ice cream, Pepto-Bismol, Tums. I took everything I could.
Sounds like me too. Just now สำหรับคำถามนะครับก็อยากรู้เหมือนกันว่ามะม่วงที่กินไปเมื่อ
Asby
กี้
as
เป็น
well.
ยังไง
Thank you so
บ้าง
much for
นะค
the
รับก็ถื
prime.
อว่า
Thank
กิ
you,
น
thank
ทุก
you
อย่าง
for
ไป
that.
เลยนะครับทั้งนมทั้งไอศครีมทั้งอะไรก็ได้นะครับที่ช่วยตอนนี้ไทสันโอเคแล้วนะครับไม่ต้องเป็นห่วงเนาะ Of course this is grand finals of Masters. I want to know who do you think is gonna win?
My brain is saying G2, but my heart is saying T1.
โอ้คิดว่าใครจะชนะ grand finals Tens นะครับบอกว่า
The good answer
โอ้โห
from
สมอง
him.
ก็คิด
He's
ว่า
been
G2
PR
นะแต่
trained.
หัวใจมันคิดว่า T1 นะครับผมมา And of course you're here in Thailand. We see so many fans. You know, they really love you so much. I just want you to give a couple of words to all the Thai fans and of course all the global fans who's watching back at home.
Yeah, thank you to all the fans. It's been amazing in this event so far. And yeah, I love Thailand, honestly. It's one of my favorite places to be, actually.
ว้าวเนี่ยก็บอกว่าโอ้ก็บอกว่านะครับรักประเทศไทยมากคิดว่าเป็นหนึ่งที่ชอบมากที่สุดแล้วนะครับผมก็ถือว่าน่าจะมีโอกาสได้เห็นเขากลับมาที่นี่อีกครั้งหนึ่ง and of course Tens I really thank you for this but that is it for us from now and we'll get back to the game.
Bat chest. 6-6 here at the half. Fully tied up. G2 currently having the leads there on pistols. 2-1 in that regard. T1. How do they start off this half?
Okay.
It's been
2-1 in
we
pistols.
Haven't been seeing those same hits. Yes, that incredible clutch from Meteor.
Okay, now this is going to be weird because T1 have a really good attack and G2 have a really good defense.
The days leading up to this grand final.
Especially like comp
Can he
wise.
get online here in the second half of Haven?
Absolutely, they're going
hey,
to
how
need
we
that.
doing, dudes?
And the other thing they need to do is shut
The
Leaf
whole
down.
year. Thank you so
He is
much,
just
bro.
running
Thank you,
all
thank
over
you.
these maps. Great pick from Izu. Oh, almost finds a second.
Let's get that hit there. Jaw down to 70 HP.
So posture
Trent at
check.
20.
Damn, he actually owning me as well.
They're rotating back into this. Maybe just making sure that there isn't a full commit to this push out, yeah?
Nice early
Just
info.
on the call that Izu said, look,
We got a flash triple set
Yeah,
up
there's a
here.
lot.
Dude, I'm just not sure T1 are going to expect so many
Gonna try to
people
fight
still
into this.
holding A.
Salvo's at the ready to ensure that things get chaotic. Fallon down here at sewer. Jumping
Okay,
across the way,
does it
though.
matter?
So
Trent?
right click going to be able to find one. Trent
Whoa.
now entrenched.
Great
flushed
shot.
out.
Do they expect Valen
Shock
here?
dart at
Whoa.
his feet. He falls. There's the undercut. They get that double damage.
They heard
through.
him then,
Reset on
right?
Meteor shield. T1 decently well poised to try to get this pistol win. Leaf's still alive, however.
Planted.
And as always, is insanely capable of being the X
Saw him?
factor.
Oh,
but
okay.
now down to just 54. Stacks behind the box. Sylvan to his right. Can he find it? Swings in. Does get some
Very,
damage
very
done,
nice.
but cannot
Dude,
find that
1-1
kill.
pistol every single
T1
map? Dude, they must have saw him or heard him.
Concerned.
The fact that
Take a
they
narrow lead once more here on
insta-util
Haven.
dumped.
Yeah, this is such great work by Izu. Doing so much damage on that swing out. Sylvan there, playing quickly off of Meteor's peak with the shield up. Able to keep them rolling, steaming forward towards that A site.
Nathan, thank you so much,
Able
man.
to get
Thank
the
you
plant
for
down
everything as well. Appreciate the
relatively
35
effectively.
months. Thank you,
And this
thank
is
you.
certainly a big round. You normally wouldn't say that going up against an Eco, but T1's had some struggles against them, and G2 has had some success.
Yep.
No force buy up this time, though, from G2.
Don't get
Not gonna be
ecoed,
seeing
so
the
they're allowed
singers.
2 deaths. Let's see how they play the anti-eco.
Sheriff goes
They're up against a
to the
sheriff
west.
and a ghost.
Majority of the GT players clustered up
As we
here
can see,
around that
heavy
B site
stack over
cam
towards
out in the
middle.
mid for Izu.
This is classic G2, and I love this cam position. They love to get aggressive out towards window. See if they can get into your flanks early. With that cam there, should be able to get a decent read on it.
Yeah,
Izu
and time started.
just keeping track.
Time
just
went
in
on for a little
case
bit too long. They were worried about
Slow
C
march
being
forward for the rest of T1.
pretty much just walked
Try
on.
to see if they can get through Leaf
So
cleanly.
their B hold becomes a little bit weaker.
He's not even gonna
I
mess
mean, this
with
is
it.
looking
Yeah,
nice for
just back
T1.
away.
They might even be able to keep the 3 guns.
G2 probably figuring that the best option is going to be some stray shots through the smokes, otherwise a death ball push into the site. If not, just a call to fully save, just go down to the spike. Smoke and Heaven going to be dissipating.
Yeah.
They're going to look to go for the push. Meteor, however, able to find 2. Into that
And
phantom that he's in use, but turn to the classic. Finding another. Stacks cannot steady the aim.
Okay, they kept 2 guns. For people that were watching the Vitality game and they were like, why am I going so
much
mad about the
util there.
ISO
Dumped
and not
to
being there
back
and
of
the
site
jet being
to
there?
help.
Like, this was a good example, right?
To try to
When they
clear
start to
T1
flood
players, and it
out,
looked like they were
like the
gonna
ISO
weather
does
it,
the
and
same
the
role
aim
as a
gets little bit
breach,
off.
double damage onto everyone here. Makes this
G2's
like
clean. Meteor
relatively
doing what he can,
easier.
but look at that. The fake out, the salvos, everything in the kitchen sink. Nice shot
Mate,
dart
the
from
fact that Trent got
Stacks.
2 here is crazy.
You can see though, they're just a little bit off at times today.
Good job, guys.
We haven't seen that T1 that was just starting to steamroll. It looked like they were crisp, they were accurate. Here today, they're getting beat by G2
Okay,
in a lot of
big,
those
big buy
situations.
rounds.
Feels like one of the things that needs to be borne in mind. The lead up into this grand final, another best of 5. 10 out of 11 potential maps played by T1
Yes.
in their series to get to this point. They have been non-stop competing for the last 4 days.
Oh, and then think about what they had to go through in Pacific as well.
Yes.
They had to play 2 best of 5s, went the full set both times, barely beat Gen G, lost to DRX in the finals.
It's a bonus, man. Yeah, but it's basically a
Three-player
buy.
cluster here in the window. Buzz tucked down just below.
Oh.
Salad on the peek out is instantaneous.
What a read.
Utterly fantastic shot. This Meteor
Thorns activated.
locked in from the Vice Wall, locked in position from the Thorns. Wall to try to lead the charge. Sylvan forward
that's
into
a cool
the side. Can
idea.
he take it down late here in that cubby? Able to find one. Finds 2. Stacks now eliminated.
Down A.
And the rotations are already here. G2 have already taken this site back over.
He's stabilizing.
30
Izu finding
seconds
one.
left.
The spike here on the floor. Izu
Ah,
finds the second.
good
Meteor.
damage.
Last player
Now
standing.
in to try to
Oh,
clutch it out.
that one
It's gonna
got
be Valen.
close, though. This is great
Who
damage.
shuts this down? Bonus conversion cannot come to
3
fruition.
gun rebuys, 1 armor rebuy.
G2 shorten the gap once again down to just a singular round.
What a great round from Valen. Love the way he plays this. Just knows that Buzz is going to be there. Did his homework. Got an A+. And then Leaf tucked into that corner. It catches T1 off guard.
Oh, it's okay, it's okay. A little whiff.
Even though they try to fight their way through, it's really good reads here from G2.
It's an early
To be fair,
timeout.
T1 doesn't really make it that confusing. But once that wall goes up, that traps Meteor behind that smoke. He's stuck while the rest of T1 just has to wait it out. That allows all of G2 to get over there. Maybe that's a round where you can pivot as T1. You can try a different angle. I know you lost Buzz over in the garage. Yeah, but with that wall there, and you got to know that, you know, G2's got something tricky with that wall that close to that ramp.
It's much more proactive timeout here from the side of Coach Autumn, to say the very least. That massive
T1
win streak on
timeout,
Lotus, no
yeah.
intervention until
Must have
we've seen
spotted
G2 get
something.
up to that point. Once to prevent
It's
that,
a,
once to
I mean, it's a really
get involved
important round.
very early on here. Which I find
Win
surprising
this, force them
considering
down to eco.
that round still very close for T1. Clearly not happy with everything that he's seeing. See
Teams
what
aren't
the
using the
change-ups look
Odin
like
as
here for
much.
T1.
It's a
Get back
mix
into the action.
of
G2
maps, because obviously Ascent was the
weakened a
most
bit after
most
several
used map.
casualties in that
And then
previous.
like on Lotus, first of all the
Like a
comps
Stinger
have changed,
still in
and
the
like
mix
the
here.
Odin was really good against like the
Trent
Viper
making
comp
up
of
his
like
mind.
retaking over
Eyes down for
towards
a
A.
Bulldog, so still
But
good
it's also the ping
firepower
thing
for
as well.
G2.
This looks like G2
And not being able to ping does change
wants
it,
to
or make it a
contest
little
A,
bit harder,
wants to
or like a
lure
little bit.
T1 into a trap. They've
I
got
don't
all
want to say that
Vice
anything
util
to
there
do with
again.
skill when it's the Odin, but a
Taeho,
little
they've
bit
got
more
the
skillful.
breach in Link to
So you have
set
to
up for
actually
the
like
stuns
go
and
on
things
a
like that, but this looks more like the
server.
pistol round a bit, except this time thinking about B. There's that Vice wall there in front of Meteor. Stacks checks garage, smoke to cover.
Okay,
in
spot
towards the
one.
window.
I'm not seeing anything. As the salvos go flying
Okay,
high.
insta reaction.
Izu thinking that he was
Instant
going to
reaction
catch,
C
but
hit.
Leaf is there. The damage widely shrugged off, not too much dealt.
1,
Pivot
2,
calls now into that C site,
combine
opened up
next.
with G2.
1,
5 players
2, 3, 4.
to be in a decent
2
position
4 lost
to go
bonus
for a
shot.
retake.
So 4 and 2.
No ults online for the moment.
And they got to stay on site a
Leaf
little
just
bit
a kill
until they
away
kill
from having
Valen,
that
then they
steel
can
guard
play heavy
Valen
off site.
from
And
having
it's
that cosmic
not like
divide.
the best
Meteor's got the kill
plant,
contract.
really. Could have done it
Pretty
against the
crucial to
wall. They
positioning
got
that
like
he fires it
maximum
off
amount
from.
of space
We
where
can
they
catch for
could
G2.
defuse from.
Long lurk again for Leaf. The rest of them setting up for a big, big retake through the
Yeah,
choke
this
point.
duel between Sylvan and Leaf might be
Deep lurk
everything.
back around, try to re-clear over towards garage. Quick exit
Be
to
out of
Crash
there.
coming in,
Only
Sylvan.
one person
Not
on
gonna be able to
site
find the
has to
timing.
kind of kill the
Leaf
Astra.
swing forward to Meteor.
I
He's the
don't
one
think they
leading
can
the
win.
charge.
I think we're just going to
Didn't wanna
smoke
turn it into kill
defuse, right?
conflict here at all, it seems. But now the Spanish is coming through. T1 needs to try to counteract this, but that 100 Fury is
Yeah,
far
they
too
messed up a
late.
little bit.
It's already over.
Too many people played
G2
off site.
absolutely robbed them
Oi,
blind.
nice shot at the end.
And Trent
Jesus.
comes up with 4. And whatever was discussed during that timeout,
Oh boy.
it sure
And they
as
lost
hell
the
went out
ult.
the window.
It's a rough one
just-
for T1.
Very confused. T1 does find the open space. They're able to work the map nicely. A little bit whiffy here from Izu, but there's 2 players there. They're covering for this push out. The Hunter's Fury way too late. There's a kill contract there. You can sit and cubby, wait for them to try to go for the defuse or something like that. Slow up that retake attempt from G2, but
Yeah, force them
feels
down
like
to
T1
eco.
maybe starting to
Ah
crumble a
man,
little
they
bit
really
here
messed
under
up this
pressure.
round. They didn't play too many on site.
Now they're back down to Sheriffs and a
That
Guardian.
was like the main thing. And then they did have 2 on site, but then the Yoru had to TP out of there because of damage.
They have
Then they
ever
were
been
just
on.
left with 1 person on site.
897
And then Astra
days.
Smokes were already in anyway.
Stacks and Buzz were eliminated in 3rd place at Champions
Hey,
Istanbul.
what though? Walking over towards the A site. That'll help.
Out here desperately trying to fight for a potential 1st place finish. But you have to suspect those nerves are going to be working against them in a major
It
way.
is a good round.
Now they're going to be able to get the plant down most likely. There's a few stars there.
Schaefer's, thank you
There's
so
any
much.
delay
Thank
that
you, thank
comes
you.
through, no.
Okay, Astra ult on the retake.
Try to set up for the retake.
Vice
Still guard
ult
and invest it.
on the retake.
For the most part, Meteor
Sylvan, Omen,
with
Flash
that guard
did
against
hit
them for the
2.
rest. Sheriff's in hand and Buzz. Played on through
Damn,
reveal.
that's a
Finds the
great-
second through the smoke.
Was that recon or drone? I'm not even sure.
Finding himself a 3rd. Tucks back in towards Hell.
Wow, that was really, really nice. Sylvan did. Sylvan did so good as well. This Omen Flash was just perfect. Dude, Buzz hitting that fast kill as well.
Answer back. Finding
Dude, they used the
stability
3 ults as well.
after that baffling previous round.
Yeah, dude, look at that Omen Flash. Completely wrecked Jorgamo.
Off his util, showing that crisp raw
Cage was
aim.
pretty good as well, chat. The Cage honestly got him so much as well.
Finally able to dig deep, and again, it just gets so
Vice ult, but they
chaotic,
didn't
so
know what they
scrappy
bought,
there
chat.
around
Like,
the entrance to the site.
That is hindsight.
And that
Because they
favors
bought
T1.
armor, 1
Able
gun,
to get those
sheriffs.
contracts going, some good
But
damage
they
done
managed to
by
walk
Josh.
over towards site without
Shot
shooting
behind him, but
anything.
damage taken as
We don't
well.
know how many guns they had.
Things
They
already
thought they
starting
might
to
have
get very
stingers.
chaotic. Neural depth getting the ping. 3 players going to be noted. Double tap shield's gonna be taken away. Stack's able to find one balance, bouncing forward. Gets rid of Buzz,
Whoa.
gets rid of Izu. Oh, it's Paladin in this window. Is a man to be feared.
Spike
Will eventually be
planted.
put down. Strong amount gonna be caught on a timing.
Damn, dude. That round before from T1 was just
Right
so
now.
impactful.
A 1v3.
3 ults invested
Meteor.
and get eco'd.
Not gonna be going for the push. Stax re-swings the angle. I thought he would wait for contact from the rest of the players.
A little bit tough there.
Bit of an opportunity. Sylvan gonna have to be repositioning here. Push out of the smoke. The crossfire set up. Meteor with 3. Closes out the round. Once again, Scrappy.
He wants that
chaotic.
bracelet?
G2
Yeah, he's going
so
for it.
very close. T1 are able to get up to 10.
But again, I said it earlier, that's where T1 is going to thrive here. They just need to drag G2 down with them. They need to run at them sometimes. They need to bully them. They need to use that oppressive firepower that this team should be capable of bringing to bear. The snappy reactions, the quick decisions. You know, G2 wants to take their time. They want to be
Big time out for
methodical
the buy
against you.
rounds.
They want to set up that U-tilt to
They
smother you out of positions,
probably
to make
go
the rounds
for...
borderline unwinnable.
Do you have to go for aggro with
And
this
T1's
comp on
comp is
defense? I'm
built
not
to
even
brawl.
sure. No
They
matter
need
what,
to
I think
get
they're
in
going to go
there,
aggro
and they
A.
need to throw some
on
punches.
defense.
And they have. They've started to. They need to keep it up. They need to keep G2 off balance. But G2, again, these
Do we know what
timeouts
song this is?
generally
Mate, I
have
can
gone
probably
okay.
check my
So let's see
VOD.
what the
I
answer
imagine
is
I got
gonna be.
copyrighted strikes
And it's
by
been
it.
tough for G2 when they've
Let me
tried to
check.
play retake other than the one round.
Is it the same one they've
It's
been
actually
using all the time?
Not gone great for them.
Sure.
T1's held the line really nicely. So do you try to
It
just
hasn't fully
put a little
uploaded yet.
bit more trap plays early? Try to see if you can get that man advantage. Try to find those picks. You know, maybe at the top of A or out through garage, things like that. Or do they just want to shore it up, play a little bit more default?
So
Try
I
to wait
thought
T1 out, play a
G2
little
were going to
bit
go
smart.
aggro A. And honestly, it kind of looks like T1 thought they might do the same and they want
When
insta
things
hit over
get
towards
scrappy,
C.
that's when T1's been winning.
What ults do they got?
Full arsenal afforded here for the side
ISO
of T1.
ult, so drone into ISO
G2.
ult. And probably
looking for this
no
round victory.
smokes unless Leaf's going to
Economy
tank
just
it.
gonna be smoking again if they can. TP forward for the check on that
Do
C
they
side
have-
here. Here's the grab. It's going to be John.
Whoa.
Pulled in
Okay.
alongside Meteor.
Oh, dude, they
He's
got the
rushing
clone off of it. That's
forward
sick.
here.
Dude, they had the
Here's the
clone
pickup.
set up for it.
He's actually
That was
escaped.
awesome.
You just
That was
grab
so
it and
sick.
pick up.
Oh.
Today I learned.
Yeah, dude, they
Yeah,
actually
GIL.
knew that they go here with the
Hey,
ults. That was awesome. They had it
never seen that
down.
interaction before. So our bad, but hey, we learned something new. Either way.
Yeah, but this was sick from G2. They
Opened up
placed
a
it
bit,
down
Buzz gonna
early.
take it
That
down
was
to our
awesome.
We'll find him there, just banging through the box backside. Shot starts at their feet. Jog him out. Tagged up a bit. Has that regen shield and is able to find a freebie. Stacks just randomly getting picked. Sylvan now dead. Meteor backpedaling. 2v3 trying to hold the line. The salvo's flying forward. Izu trying to wait. The push up there at Lumber. Finds the first.
Oh, man. I kind of feel like G2 deserved it just purely because of the fake clone against the ult. But
I feel like I'm
Izu's
losing
just
my
incredible
damn
at
mind
clutching.
with the things that are
It might be his
occurring in
15th, maybe,
map.
this tourney.
But
15th,
T1
14th.
managed to scrape by.
I'm just done trying to make sense of it, just trying to enjoy it. And
Ah,
Izu
he's
puts
so
on
good
a
at
show
them.
for us. He's been so good for T1 and able to hold the line. I think there's a few mistakes here, though, in this post plant for T1 that almost gives G2 the round win.
Damn, that was a cool idea from G2 though.
Sylvan
That was good.
overpeaks
They
there
definitely done their
around
anti
the
again.
corner
They'd
of the
looked
C
at all of the
box.
ults of whether they like to
You're
end with the
done.
ISO ult, and it looks like they like to go C all the
Destroyed.
time.
Double tap shield now.
They had a good setup for
Push
it.
forward into the smoke.
Ooh,
Balin
they're running away with this.
falling to the Y side very similarly. 3 players about to be noted by a tripwire. Well, we'll be able to bounce over it.
Spike planted.
There's going to be another in their way. A cam out in mid. The spot
Yeah,
cut
and then
over
it's like,
towards
well,
garage.
there's another one now.
Camera taken out.
Great diligence shown by Izu. Clutch in the previous round. This round, the util there to make sure that all of G2 is tracked and identified. G2,
We
I
have a
think, just
series. We definitely have a
for
series.
some exit frags at this point.
And Autumn's given us some hope on
Right around the corner, has
Abyss.
one,
I
can't
don't know
find
how
a
much we
third,
can
can't find a
believe it.
fourth in the round.
But
Yeah.
he said that they used to practice it at
Let's
least.
put Trent down to 5 HP. 4 players still alive. They opt to try to go for anything. Well,
remaining.
that'll seal the deal on it. Trent likely to just try to go down here. The spike, see if he can get any exit frags there with the salvos to try to slow them up. And will not be able to do so. T1
Okay, 4
get
chances.
themselves now up to map point.
Match point.
Well, I think T1 starting to feel themselves. They're just going at him. And even though this is an eco, that's been working. And Meteor in particular, able to be the tip of the spear to really break things open.
Will I make a YouTube apology video if the 6-man roster wins this event? Only if Carpe plays Abyss. If Carpe plays Abyss and they win Abyss, for sure.
So this is going to be tricky.
But if he doesn't come in here, he was just a stand-in, that's it.
Keep him safe. Maybe there's a world where you could just win it on that. They're going to have every advantage in the retake, RG2, if it even gets there. For now, Cam placed in towards short. The majority of the forces of T1 gonna fan out for long. I think he saw 2.
Maybe he'll play and they'll lose the map. Yeah, then we got all the ammo we need. Playing the 6-person roster. A lot of ults going in, and they had no idea that Buzz actually took that TP until he started sending it out here. Did they mess up their Omen flash? I think they did.
They're not going to be able to escape.
Oh god, that was a good ult. From left to right, lock him in. That was sick. Wait, we didn't swing back a sight? Oh god, Jonah P didn't swing back a sight. Not another one. Surely not another one. He's got like 16, 17 clutches. We can't give him more this tourney.
Enough time for him to try to potentially go for a counter rotation.
Spike.
It looks like he's just going to play this forward here.
You know, if he waits this out like another 10 seconds, he might be able to pull a player from G2 away, but
he has a trip.
keep pressing
If he
forward.
gets the plant, he gets his ult.
Going to play it wise. They want to play together. They don't want to give the opportunity
Yeah.
to get separated. Now they have
Dude,
it all
he's going to
confirmed.
ult them if they don't
Wire
push.
there, cleared out.
Okay, they're pushing. He doesn't
Having
need
to
to
be
ult.
stuck. Weapon drawn down. Camera for the spot. Tucks back around the corner.
Guys are down.
Knows that they are just absolutely
Oh
stacked up.
god, it's so doable.
Wants to try to divide and conquer the jump round.
They lovely
Nearly
jump
finds
round the
Balin, but
corner.
cannot. G2.
Every single time you watch him though, and he puts himself in like the best
Another
situation
scrappy
to
round,
win.
a lot invested,
It's awesome to
But
watch.
it keeps them afloat here on Haven. The map
Okay,
not
3
over yet.
chances.
Just gorgeous
Dude, G2
timing
used a lot of
on
ults
this
there, right?
Armageddon from
Breach ult,
Trent.
tail
Catches
ult.
T1 where they have
Was that it?
nowhere to run. They are stuck and they are dead. Absolutely beautiful. So well read, and Jonah P just being so annoying with that breach util.
Oh yeah, this
at the point of
ult is
attack.
incredible though.
Sets him up perfectly, gets the flash as well, and stacks. Meteor cannot get out in time. Well held. They need 3 more to send it
High
to
up
overtime.
flash. Okay, re-put it down.
Couple of those
But
ults
the high up
used.
flash
Love the
makes
dimensional
sense.
drift,
Not going to
love the
get you when you're in
cosmic
this
divide
square.
for G2.
He'll
Easy
get
with a
everyone
neural
here.
theft.
Cool.
It's going to go back to C for T1. This one's been working pretty well for them. Some spam there to check the orb. One away from a kill contract for Meteor. So absolutely something T1 would like to get into his hands.
Yeah, the problem for
Still not
G2
gonna
is
spot anything curious.
as soon as they get this ult,
trenches
is this
G2
not
further,
is
or
this not a
will
one
look
round?
to
It might get a little bit
rotate
interesting
off this
because
A
they
side,
might have to
talking
think
about
of doing something else other than their C hit
playing about
because they've been
in that
antied.
cyber cage, but ultimately not going to find much. Thorn's now going to be popped, stopping T1 from advancing forward into the garage.
They're really taking their time.
Not if they hit the
Suss
clone
out the
again,
position
yeah.
as best they can, but man, G2's done a great job of hiding. Finally, spot on the jog.
If we get there.
Spot on the one. Just that stinger
Big
in hand,
chill.
trying to peek. That Guardian sends out a shot, pulls
Yeah,
back.
it's scary.
Nearly has that kill.
Speaking of
Plus
scary,
that
man.
forward. There's a fake out, popped. So once again, just trying to reposition.
Oh man, dude, Jonah P's just been left on
I
site.
don't know. He's spamming his knife. Like you know where he ended up there.
Jonah P just got left on site. He had 2 teammates and then they all bailed on him.
Spike planted.
The Guardian picked up, but so very low on HP. Nowhere to go. He's just out into the open. He's instantly dead.
Last player
Balin good for
standing.
1, but now it is all on leave. Cordoned off from
Absolutely
the site
impossible to win.
by his own Astra. The wall will fall. Stacks out to the open. Taken down.
Very, very nice from T1. Okay, we got a final.
13 to 9.
We got a final.
have a
Good recovery from
series
them as well. They were
on
like,
our
what, 4-1 down, I think, at one point?
Tie things up here in the grand final.
Well, if there's one thing about this T1 team, they do not give up easily.